Hi there, I am K-othic, or you can call me Fede. I'm an Argentinian audio gear reviewer, and I wanted to start a YouTube channel to post my reviews here. I do this as a hobby, so please take that into consideration, and let's begin. In this first video, I wanted to talk about the first review I wrote and posted that talk about the DQ6. It's an old model from Knowledge Zenith, but I believe that it offers a good price to performance ratio, and it was my first good IM. First, let's start with the unboxing experience. All KC IMs come in a similar box. In front, we can find the IM themselves, and under them, we can find the cable, typical KC cable, and 3 pairs of extra ear tips. The IM itself has a nice build quality given the price. The three dynamic drivers, are inside an acrylic housing, and the faceplate is made of metal or aluminum and comes in 2 different colors, matte gray and silver. The cable is the usual cheap KC cable. It works, but it's nothing special. It has QDC type connectors that make the cable not compatible with all 2-pin IMs, but most of KC IMs have this type of connector. Then the extra ear tips are common silicone ear tips that come in S, M or L sizes. Like the cable, they are not great, but they will get the job done. Regarding the comfort of the DQ6, I find it quite comfortable with the right ear tips, and I believe it creates a good seal around the ear and helps to isolate quite well. So now let's talk about measurements. These measurements are from Chronicle's website, so feel free to check him out. As I can see and as I could hear during my listening sessions, the tuning of the DQ6 is quite similar to the Harman curve. It has elevated bass and elevated treble, with the mids a little bit behind. The mid bass is the most predominant part of the bass region, and it's very punchy. The sub bass has good extension too. As I said before, the mids are a little bit recessed, but they don't sound unnatural. I find voices and instruments to sound quite organic, and it represents this region quite well for my taste. The treble region is a tricky one because it has spikes in the 8 and 10 kHz that make this IM sound a bit sibilant at times and a little bit harsh. However, these peaks on the high frequencies favor clarity and better resolution for this IM. The treble also has good extension, which translates into an airy and open sounding IM. Now let's move into subjective things, and I will talk about my sound description of this model. I use mainly the FIO E10K, that is a DAC and an amp, that can amplify this IM with ease. As I mentioned while describing the graph, the bass is the most prominent part of this IM's tuning, so it is very good pairing for people that listens to genres like EDM, hip hop, pop, and more recent music. The bass has good quantity and quality, but it bleeds a little bit into the mids, so that can be a problem for some. Also, the sub-bass extension is quite decent for the price. I found this IM to be not so enjoyable for classical music due to the sibilant high region. However, I found that the resolution on this type of music was quite good. The mids really surprised me because I found that listening to Sinatra and Adele was very pleasant. The tonality on the female and male vocals was pretty natural, but I found that sometimes the bass overshadowed the mid-range. As I stated before, the DQ6 sounds quite open due to the air in the treble region, and the resolution and coherence of the three drivers is good given the price. Soundstage width is above average, but depth and height are not impressive. Some final thoughts about the KC DQ6 are that at $20 I believe that it's a good offer that brings to the table three dynamic drivers that are pretty capable for the price, and this IM is very good with music from the most modern era, so many people will be pleased with its tuning. My main criticism with this IM is its sibilance. I couldn't listen a lot of classical music or orchestras because violins or bells sounded harsh. In my opinion, it's a good starting point to get into the IM world, and I believe it will satisfy a lot of users with its tuning. So thanks a lot for watching this video. I'll be reading all your feedback, and hopefully I'll be posting videos weekly, so stay tuned. See ya!